Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. What y'all doing? Uncle Thomas, that's you? Okay. All right. Y'all disloyal, fool-ass, snow bunny-loving, bitch-made Negroes. Hey! I'm telling Sukiana on all you sisters. Huh? You think you can like that? You think you can like that in front of me? Huh? You silly Negroes will be watching Roots every day when I get finished with you. Commitment over cookouts, brother. Freedom over fireworks, sister. Patron over pumpkin latte. Who the hell y'all think y'all messing with? I'm the prince. King Kong consciousness is who I be. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Sleep for God!
Yes. Yep. Welcome to a unique special broadcast here on the Chaos Rain Show. I am Chaos Rain. And you've seen it all, but the hits, the videos, the content, and did I forget to tell you the content? Just keep coming. But before we begin the stream, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the Chaos Rain channel, welcome to the Chaos Rain Show. Like always, I appreciate the few new subscribers and a few people that have been watching the video here and there, This is something else. The social media links to follow me are the following. Follow me on Twitter at ChaosRain7. Follow me on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. Also, join my Rumble page as well. I go by CRain23 on Rumble. Also, last but not least, join the Discord service of the Chaos Rain Show. And as I let everybody get themselves settled, if you didn't catch last upload or live stream here on the Chaos Rain Show, I know what you're missing out. I did a breakdown of a particular movie, my view, my version, how I see fit. I highly advise everybody go check it out and look for it for themselves. If you notice why I tied the way it did on the last live stream, it's because it's been the written was in the wall. It's been evident that we are under this so-called gynocracy. To the point now, they just made fun of they made fun of patriarch and matriarch as we see it fit. So check out the last live stream here on Chaos Rain Show. You'll know the rest. I ain't about to give the name of the title because usually I have so much catalog of videos. You always go check the previous video from this one. Also, I have audio podcasting on Spotify, Breaker, etc. of certain shows as podcasting. So check that out as well. And as I'm doing some looking up right now, I still have these little weird inner issues. I don't know why the computer's giving me issues now. Okay, there we go. And you know, before I go in and talk about the good doctor, Umar Johnson, I find it ironic with him that for all the crap talking he's been talking about what black men should be doing or what they're not doing, he still has not produced this school yet. And personally, I'm at it with it personally because his focus right now should be to facilitate the school that he's been envisioning for some time now. I don't know why he has not done it yet. Personally, people, and him going on social media talking about capitalism, white supremacy, all this crap, he could at least, I mean, dearly, he could have at least had and accomplished one thing and one thing only, and that's to have an actual school system up and running for children, black children especially. But he could not even accomplish that. But he likes to run his mouth on really what other men are doing. What's this? I'm looking at some mail now, guys. Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at some things right now, guys, before I continue on this conversation. And I'm going to run a video. I have to run this video. I wish there was a full-length video, but it baffles me that this is where certain men are at in the community, like Mr. Umar Johnson. He has not shown any evidence or even shown any substance of any accomplishment so far, besides getting a doctoral degree in his field. But other than that, in regards building a school, preparing a school for the children, so that way the children have some. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And personally, I don't think we're going to see it at all. We're not going to see it at all. And I'm just going through certain medias right now. And personally, I think doing videos on Dr. Umar Johnson is somewhat beneficial, but also a headache. And here's why I say it's a headache, personally, from my point of view. Listen to me good. Because like most black people take pleasure talking about black men in general on my channel. The reason why I don't take pleasure in it, nor it does give attention for conversation and for other better means, is that we got to do better as men. There's no way around this. Now, if you ladies know personally why the Black Manosphere even exists, it exists for a greater good or greater evil. And they have really, from my eyes, have started the conversation and actually have accomplished this in good faith. Because one thing is evident, when KS was alive, he said it out his own mouth. And I wish I could find that section, but I had to go back through his catalog of videos, which I think he said this back in 2021, that what he was doing and the work he was doing now, even shifting the direction from focus on men, some improving men, helping men look good, smell good, etc. He shifted his content now towards the women. And doing so, he said that doing this was not only going to be problematic within our community, but is considered dangerous. And the reason why I say it's considered dangerous is because he's taking away the food out of every other institution, every other corporation's pockets by trying to inform women of the delusion of their expectations and all other things about their outcomes. They're not in the business making sure you get your outcomes, ladies. And they should. Because if you're doing really well and doing what you should be doing, and then finding a mate, building life, working it out, and etc., this system does not hold and stand when people are doing mating, working out with each other, dealing with harmonious actions in regards to, living a fruitful life, dealing with the ups and downs in each other. They cannot afford that, because once they find that happen, a lot of women are going to stop spending money within the system. And think about this. Look how much money you spend on yourselves, ladies. That goes back to the system tenfold. Look at what's that famous banker? I forgot the famous banker that gave black women $10 billion. I'm trying to remember what's the name of that banker. Give me a second. Let me find the name of it. Shit, I forgot the name of it. Goldman Sachs. Yes, Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs gave black women in America $10 billion. And I think this happened in like 2021, I believe. I could be wrong. But he gave you that money for one thing only, to spend back with them tenfold. Easy money. I give you this money, you're going to give me back this money, so that way I do not hoard the money. Because I know by you giving me back this money, I'm exempt from holding up the bigger bag in taxes. This is just me. This is what I'm getting. This is my conclusion. Now, I could be right or wrong, but this is what I'm getting at, why other established white institutions give you loads of money. Because the business you facilitate is not of any credibility or any substance a society really needs in the long term. And I know that hurts, but I got to be honest with y'all. So, think about this. They give you the money, you spend back with them as an easy write-off. Simple as that. And that's what they did. Because if you're taking money and bringing it back home to your family and doing something tangible, they might have a problem. All right. So, and I'm just checking my message right now. So they give you money, you're gonna spend back. That's the end of the story. No ifs and buts. I'm looking at my chat room. Make sure you guys, as you comment, I'm gonna look at the likes periodically, but please get the likes up in the stream. Let it be known for the algorithm. Wait, hold on. I'm so. I'm switching. Let me check what's going on here. Just doing some quick housekeeping. All right, so I think that's everything. Let me check if anything else I forgot. I don't think I forgot anything. I already gave all the updates, so I think that's it. That's good. All right, so let me find this videotape now. I'm gonna remove some of these things here. Make it back. Clear up. Let me clear this up. Let's clear up some things. Okay, I'm gonna play a video of Dr. Umar's, take on a lot of things, including his, I guess, his frustrations or his issues with what they call passport bros. That's what he called. He called him a different name, which is really disrespectful. But let's be honest. This is Dr. Umar, guys. He's gonna be disrespectful to y'all. You think the good doctor's gonna say something positive when you black men travel outside the country? I mean, let's be honest. He's already what do you call it? Fellas watching what the men are doing, which, that's another statement. But really, truly, he's a man that likes to watch what other people are doing, which is, wrong in a sense. But anyway, let me I'm trying to find some things here. I'm just find something right now, guys, before I continue. And I'm trying to find, where is that tape, man? All right. Okay. So, and I forgot. Oh, damn. I forgot something. Hold on, guys. I forgot something. I don't know why I did not include this. I apologize. Let me see, make sure my customization. All right. Well, I'll keep it as this for now. And if anybody comes out, I'll create that. All right. So let's play this tape. Pull it now. And for those that's know, we're in the 20-minute mark of this. Let me back up this. Let me find it. And we're going to begin. We're going to rock and roll. Where is desktop? Is this the tape? Oh, here's the tape. So let's listen closely. And let me see if I have my thing on here. Let me pull that up first. I'm going to stop the tape a little bit. Let me do this. We'll do fair use for this. Why not? We'll do fair use. And make sure, super chat, please. Like always, Cash App, please. I think this, I'll put it in the chat room. So let's listen in and let's listen to the good Dr. Umar Johnson go in on you niggas. Fair use, fair use.
To destroy the public image of Black women, many Black men in this reactionary manosphere community, or as they call themselves, they refer to it as the manosphere. And these are basically Black men who are fed up with Black women and are no longer dating them or respecting them or marrying them at all. You have a movement called the Passport Boys, where they say, we're getting our passports, we're leaving America.
Now, I'm not advocating men should travel to look for, hookups, sex, or etc. I don't advocate certain things personally. But, men are going to do what they're going to do regardless, right? The one thing that I don't like with all this is, and Dr. Omar should know better than this. What you just call Black men again? You did not refer to them as a man. You call them what? Which the white men that you complain and bitch about or complain about, saying that white supremacy, all this stuff. You use a term that labels and derogatory Black men. In regards, it's not calling men. You call them boys. Now, everybody knows what boy means. And they don't call boy to any little toddler or like young boy or a teenager. They call all, and I mean all Black men, boy. Boy. Have you ever noticed that white men don't call his own, that's adults, boy? Very rare you find, unless it's their, father, maybe. But overall, they like to call men, Black men, older or middle-aged, whoever, of any statue, a boy. He referring these dudes that travel as a boy. Let's rewind that back.
They refer to it as the manosphere. And these are basically Black men who are fed up with Black women and are no longer dating them or respecting them or marrying them at all. You have a movement called the Passport Boys, where they say, we're getting our passports, we're leaving America, and we're going to find women of other countries. Now, that wouldn't be a problem if they were looking for Black women in other countries. But from what I was told, they're looking for...
Wait. But good Dr. Umar Johnson. But Dr. Johnson. Was it your concern if these dudes are looking for black women outside America? Hell, they're not even looking for black women here in America much. So why do you care if they're looking from outside? I'm confused. I'm very much confused. I'm not sure what game this guy's playing to be concerned if these men are looking to date, you know, black women here in the States or outside the States. But if they decide to go pick their ball and go somewhere else, to go pick their ball and go somewhere else, they're in the right mind to do so. Fresh. Hold on. One second, guys. Oh God, what is this? That's not it. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Okay. Yeah, if they want to go find other men outside the country, that's their business. That's their business. And I'm not a proponent of telling black men what they should be doing. I mean, I will expect them to do. They should do what is better, just, etc. But to sit there and really have the audacity to how can you say? They're trying to police what black men should be doing, even to the point where who they supposed to select as mates. You're not in the position, bro. I don't think most black men today are not in position to tell what other black men do personally. Now that I'm thinking about this. And the reason why I say so because majority of black folks, as much time people want to know this, they live in regards to chaos, real chaos, no order. This community loves chaos, no order. It is what it is. Black woman goes around sucking F all forms of dudes with or without the rubber. And black man will do as please. Sometimes he will sit there, eat out, eat and suck, and all types of women if it's his liking. There's no really polarity or order in regards to what they do outside their normal bedrooms with the opposite sex. So they sit there, police, and then concerned that they're traveling to go find other groups of women, rather as submission or in regards to get easy lay. That's the world we live in today. I've done videos on them, countless outside the country, and screwing these chicks. That's the world we live in today. So you will not no exception telling any man what they should not be doing, especially as men that have not really shown no substance or any of progress here in America as a so-called black conscious brother. Let's listen more into this.
Okay. Well, Dr. Johnson, you mentioned the necessity for a psychological makeover. And when I look at the landscape of black men and black women here in the diaspora, and perhaps on the continent as well, other parts of the world, I see kind of a competition between black men and women. And it's been well established that as a result of the welfare system, you saw kind of a disintegration of the black family. What can we do to bring about more cohesion between black men and black women and get them to perhaps have a greater understanding of our culture and the relationships that we have with each other as a result of understanding our culture? Because I see it, and I'm sure Brother Hamtonio will agree with this. One of the greatest deficits that we have in our community is a lack of awareness of who we are through our culture and how we should relate to each other as a result of this self-awareness.
You know, brothers, there are two movements taking place right now that I believe in 25 years' time, we may come to learn that those movements in some way, shape, form, or fashion was funded by the power structure. One of them is the I'm Not From Africa movement, which is gaining traction. You know, this so-called
You're not from Africa movement? Yeah, really. Really? And not saying that it does not exist, personally. But let's keep it real. Anything that's funded by the government, which Dr. Omar reiterates, black people took the bait and they automatically got snagged. That's on black folks. That's on us now. This gender divide, this gender war makes money. I know enough black people that still participate in gender wars, whether it's women or men, and they're not going to stop because this is the only way a good portion of Negroes are going to eat. Unfortunately. And trust me, you, Dr. Omar, does participate in the gender war as well. Because you're not really dealing with both sides. You always deal with one side only, because you're hoping to get access or the possibility of sex with these chicks. Y'all see that thumbnail I posted there? That thumbnail with Sukiana and him? I guarantee you this dude is eager to be eating and absorbing the so-called filthy royal cookies of some of these chicks. I mean filthy because now women are eating feces now. They're eating people's backside now. Hell, I know one chick. Since I'm gonna go there. I know one chick personally. How she said it would not be right if you're going to eat me from the front and don't eat me from the back. That's where we at today. We're in serious top demons time. We're in demon time, fellas. Like really serious demon time. Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. Let's continue. Fair use.
Pretendian agenda where everybody wants to be a Native American with no connection to Africa at all. And I find it interesting that movement grew up right around the 2019 year of return. I don't think that was a coincidence. And the other movement, to your point, Baba Vince, has to do with black men and black women being confrontational and condemnatory towards each other. Now, don't get me wrong. As you all know, we've had a little bit of that back and forth going on ever since the economic devastation of the black man began in the 1970s. We've always had some of that male-female conflict as soon as black men were no longer able to be the breadwinners of the family. But the pathological manner in which black men and black women are attacking each other. If you go on YouTube right now, the most popular videos, literally the most popular videos on YouTube for black people are the ones where the women are condemning the men and the men are condemning the women.
Let me make myself bigger here. You goddamn right. And that is all purely on us now. For good reason. Remember, gentlemen, doctor, women did have a say and had the mic for a good long time. I remember some of the episodes back then where they were talking about certain things about the men in the society, especially black men, and not in a really decent way. But, and they have songs in regards to this, to how the low and shortcomings of a lot of black men. And you know, with all this, it really, if you think about, because black men have to do what they have to do to survive and do what they have to be productive in society, it did not really make a difference. All your complaints, lady, the bitchified complaints, it did not get you nowhere. All it did, it just got a good portion of the black male populace angry, frustrated, and eventually they find outlets to vet some of your reckless rhetoric. But at the end of the day, black men, they have to live life. And that's something that's not being discussed. You have to live life at the end of the day. And personally, they do what's necessary to, you know, get by and move forward in society. So with all this talking about, you know, what led to the fall of black men, I mean, it's not going to help a lot of us in the 21st century, personally. Yeah, I'm doing something right now, guys. Hold on. I'm just checking something. All right, so let's keep going with this tape. Fair use, fair use.
It's must-see TV. Black male-female romantic conflict is must-see TV. Is this a coincidence, given the fact that this is happening this intensely at a time when America is trying to transgender all of our children, to homosexualize our boys, lesbianize our girls? I don't think it's a coincidence. No one's going to make me believe that this just popped up out of nowhere, where black men and black women start going at each other's throats at a level we have never seen before. At the same time, the social agenda is to transgenderize our children. I think in 20 years' time, we're going to find out that the
Hold on. Before he goes into his little rant about his FBI and all this nonsense, you don't go so far blaming certain systems that already, you must know you live in a system, you operate in a system. The only thing a system could do to people is manipulate the environment enough where you have to make a conscious decision. And as I look at as it stands, especially things like what he said about the gender wars or any other sexual confusion, that at the end of it is on our courts, personally. My thing with white supremacy as it stands today, since we had to go there, is that majority of people today, that's adults or approaching adults or even mid-age, late age, they just don't care at this point. Now, should we still be talking about at the 21st century? Yes, you can still talk about it, but in it does not help you keep reiterating what is being done to you. It does not suit you. It does not help you in the short term and the long term. And the systems that black people live in, that's either aware or don't aware, knows this. They know all we're gonna do is sit and bitch and complain about what's being happened to us systematically, right? As poverty, economics, etc. Even to the point we won't only own roughly 2% of the wealth, while everybody else is owning 98%. You gotta do something to really, you know, bring back and increase that percentage possible. And I'm not saying it's not impossible, it's possible. But because black people want to still act and move stupid, which most of us are, you know, the system's going to continue to tweak up is attack systematic on your black ass. I mean, it is what it is. So you can sit there and deal with the conspiracy or conspire that could be feds or central intelligence that's leading and keep this gender war going. And I had to agree with one content about the central intelligence. They more deal things domestically outside America. They don't really focus in here because it's waste time focus internal. They got the FBI for that. See, that's why they have two different branches. One in home and one out home. They can't do both in one environment. It don't make no sense. That's too much money wasted, too much useless resource where they could split it and go elsewhere to get more better effect to exploit their, I guess, agendas. And what's this? What's this trying to ensure that they have someone around there? All right. So let's continue hearing this rubbish. Fair use, fair use.
FBI and or the CIA had a hand in this.
Wow. I wouldn't doubt that at all. You know, I'm just reflecting on a video that I saw a few weeks ago, and it was a young man and a black woman who were in some type of food establishment, and there was a 14-year-old son that was in the proximity, and there was a confrontation between the two. You probably saw it.
Yes.
And the remarkable thing about that was, here is this man who is at the height of being upset, And he says to the woman, if you say one more thing, and she could not understand that this is a time for you to embrace your femininity and walk away from your need to live in a masculine space. So she said one more thing, and then he struck her.
Well, let me make myself bigger. You got to understand, Mr. What's his name? Vince Robinson. Majority of black females today don't think of themselves as feminine. They operate and move masculine today. Any sense of femininity when it comes to the ladies is only when they in the bedroom getting their cheeks clapped or getting their throat banged out. You know? That's the only way femininity comes out of the black chick today. All that other stuff about keeping quiet, being submissive, oh, that's not in their DNA, for lack of better words. They will sit there, argue tooth and nail. They will have that last word. They will cuss you out. You go bark at them, they go bark double at you. It is a reciprocal nature between man and woman, black people, black man, black woman. It must be at odds with your black ass, black man. Anywhere you go say them, they gotta have the last word, regardless. Screw that. And they don't get the last word, they're gonna make and assert themselves to have the last word. So for that dude, and I think that dude was raised by his mama, most likely. Because he's very emotional in nature himself. That it makes sense that when you raise our boys to be mama's boys, son husbands, etc., 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 what do you expect? What really do you expect? He's gonna give you a warning once, maybe twice, and after the third warning comes by, he's gonna exude and inflict serious violence on you with no mercy. He's gonna give you the wrath of God with his fists, punch you in all areas of your body, give you aches and pains to the point where you will stop moving. Because that's how it ends up. Usually when fighting starts, someone's going to be injured or worse. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. So let's keep listening. Fair use.
And then the young man who's observing this, he pulls out his weapon and he shoots the man. Now, some people would think, well, the boy was justified, but we're not dealing with the why this confrontation escalated to the point that it did. And if we had a better understanding of when it's time to be a man, and because we're confused about this, we've lifted our sisters into a place where they masculine energy, and there's a conflict between male and female as a result of this. From a psychological perspective, can you kind of break that down? What's the dynamic that results in a woman wanting to have a confrontation with a man when clearly she wasn't in her right mind and neither was he?
I tell you, one of the aspects of that dynamic that is most concerning to me is the fact that I am seeing women grow more comfortable with men attacking sisters. I am seeing women make excuses for men attacking sisters. I'm also noticing that Black men no longer consider emotional discipline a part of the definition of masculinity. Since when is a lack of discipline for a man masculine? That has never been masculine. But as part of this campaign to destroy the public image of Black women, many Black men in this reactionary manosphere community, or as they call themselves, they refer to it as the manosphere.
Now, one thing I did give him credit, he don't just label Black Mass, he says Manosphere altogether. And there are other manospheres adjacent to, the so-called Black, well, actually not so-called, it's actually Black Manosphere. So that he has to sit there label it the way it is. And really, truly, the master really is the least of a lot of people's concerns at this point. And the reason why I say that because they already got their own issues. Some people that is master making some money, and there's some that's very unsuccessful, not making no money at all. And personally, they put their content out there because it's another avenue, it's another media to push back the propaganda towards black men. And trust me, there are so many avenues, so many same boring rhetorics about the status, unfortunately, of black men. Say they're locked up, they're this, they're that. They might be download, they're this, they're that. They're, lazy, this and that. And it's never going to stop. And trust me, when ladies do this constantly, fellas, they do this just to make money. Complain about you, make some money. If you didn't know that. So when you start talking about them and talk about their shortcomings, and not only talking about showing facts and evidence, you make money now, and they don't make money. So keep that in mind when you really do some harsh pushbacks. Let's keep going. Phase.
And these are basically black men who are fed up with black women and are no longer dating them or respecting them or marrying them at all. You have a movement called the Passport Boys, where they say we're getting our passports, we're leaving America, and we're going to find women of other countries. Now, that wouldn't be a problem if they were looking for black women in other countries, but from what I was told, they're looking for non-American women who are also not of African descent. And so for me, I'm very disappointed in black manhood in America. I'm very disappointed in black masculinity in America because black men are no longer holding black men responsible for how we treat our women. We are in an anything goes culture right now. In fact, there was a mother whose son, her young son, he's probably about 10 years old or so. He saw that video that you're speaking about, Bob Events, of the 14-year-old who shot the man who assaulted his woman. And to be honest with you, I have to defend the young brother in what he did. Because when someone puts their hands on your mother, you have a God-given obligation to defend her honor. And so her son saw this, and she asked her son, do you think that man was his behavior acceptable in striking the woman? And guess what her son said? The 10-year-old son said she would not be quiet. He never said he should have never hit her. He said she should have be quiet. She would not close her mouth. The point that I'm making, gentlemen, is our young boys are being influenced by the...
Wait. Hold on a second, guys. I didn't know I was muted earlier. Let me rewind that back. I gotta rewind that back. Let's listen to that again.
Very disappointed in black masculinity in America because black men are no longer holding black men responsible for how we treat our women. We are in an anything goes culture right now. In fact, there was a mother whose son, her young son, he's probably about 10 years old or so. He saw that video that you're speaking about, Bob Events, of the 14-year-old who shot the man who assaulted his woman. And to be honest with you, I have to defend the young brother in what he did. Because when someone puts their hands on your mother, you have a God-given obligation to defend her honor. And so
Sorry. I don't think no man personally, really think that the boy was in the wrong for doing so, especially in certain sectors of social media and YouTube. I don't think no man was going to disagree with Dr. Umar on this. I think the dudes are honest, and personally, I did not do no content on this, and the reason why I did not do no content, and let me make myself the main picture. Hold on. The reason why I did not do no content on that is because that was very tragic, unfortunate, and personally, we gotta look at the environment a lot of people are in. If your woman is out here in these streets after 9 o'clock at night, you put yourself at risk. I'll say something sure happen to you, but you know the risks and rewards being out in these streets with certain groups of people, especially certain groups of men that has no filter and has no actual consciousness. Like literally, no consciousness. So if you are a boss bitch, or you them women that say I do whatever I want, the last place you want to put yourself in is out here in these streets at night. At night. You do that, you asking for a lot of serious troubles. You're going to ask yourself to get put in situations that you cannot get out of. And trust me, how the community moves today, they're not going to step in and try to defend or save you. They will allow any man or woman of any sort do whatever and ever to you, and it's going to look the other way. It is what it is. And I think most women today are not still getting that picture. And I'm not sure if they got to hit their head much harder before they get it, but I think a lot of women need to start hitting their head more to really get the environment they're in their place. All right, so let's keep going. Fair use, fair use.
Her son saw this, and she asked her son, "Do you think that man was his behavior acceptable in striking the woman?" And guess what her son said? The 10-year-old son said she would not be quiet. He never said he should have never hit her. He said she should have be quiet. She would not close her mouth. The point that I'm making, gentlemen, is our young boys are being influenced by the violence and disrespect that they see black men show to black women. So if we don't get a handle on this, those young black boys, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, they're going to feel even more comfortable than their uncles and fathers with disrespecting black women if we continue to allow them to see these kinds of things.
Well, I have to disagree. Black people are very much disrespectful by nature. And when you harbor that type of energy, you're only going to get disrespect in return. Now, there's ways how to move properly in this environment where you could possibly survive in this climate you're in today, especially if you're a man and especially a woman. You're going to have to do the opposite to revert back and to tone down that nigga moment. Yes, I said that. The nigga moment. Because there's a lot of black folks, men and women, having those moments constantly. And when they have those moments, you know how this is going to end up. It's really going to end up in violence where you're going to get hurt, maimed, or deleted. Need I say more? Need I say more? Y'all watch the Boondocks. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Stop playing with me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, let's keep going. Fair use, fair use.
Well, you know, the real tragedy, as I see it, is that you have 3 lives that basically have been wasted. You have the young man who was out of his mind and struck this woman. Then you have the woman and the young man who are going to be impacted by that for the rest of their lives.
Absolutely.
We just have a few more minutes left, but I just have to get your take on this. And I know it may not be necessarily related to the whole idea of Africa and what we've been talking about, but it's just this idea of a system of patriarchy where we have these old white guys. I mean, I'm sure you saw what happened with Mitch McConnell the other day. And I'm sure you're aware of incidents that have happened with President Biden where it seemed as though all his marbles weren't there. Everybody in the world can look at this and say, what's wrong with this picture? We got these old white people, old white men, old people who have dominated our political system all this time. What is it going to take for people to put the right people in office? And I know we've talked about voting being an exercise in futility because we keep depending on a system that hasn't served us. But when are folks going to wake up and see that this is not the way we should be going?
You know what the problem is? The world is under a delusion that the white man always knows best. They have basically ruled the planet for the past 500 years. Of course, the Chinese are now on the horizon of overtaking them, but most of the world is comfortable with white people in charge, even if they don't know what they're doing, because that has been our conditioning. I mean, think about it. God is a white man in the eyes of many black people. You see, so when you
Yes, and black people today, more than ever, regardless of information has debunked the image of God, they still worship and serve this dude that is non-black all day, every day. Ain't that some? And trust me, it's worse in Africa from what I'm hearing. I mean, I heard that most black people in Africa, especially the ladies, they anytime an old, decrepit, non-black people are up there, all they do is show up, and then black African women will still drop on their knees, like literally drop on their knees, and the rest. Use your imagination. Fair use, fair use.
grow up with an image of Jesus as being a white man, why would you want anyone else at the helm of the nuclear age? Why would you want anyone else at the helm of economic order? Why would you want anyone else at the helm of education or warfare? Why would you want anyone but a white man after having the entire planet conditioned for half a millennium that they are the most intelligent, the most wise, and the most capable of making decisions? So until we crack open that falsification of European superiority, it's going to be difficult for a lot of us to really analyze white folks and decide exactly what their place should be in this world going forward. Remember, psychologically speaking, what the mind doesn't know, the eyes will never see. What the mind doesn't know, the eyes will never see. So if you've been conditioned to believe that white is always right, even when they make a mistake, you can't see it, because what the mind doesn't believe, the eyes will never conceive.
Good point. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna steal that one. I think that kind of defines where we at conscionable as far as the people is concerned. And it's going back what we said, about some of the Africans and some of the African Americans. I think it all boils down to this. Because when you said something about them, we're forgiven with slave and this multiculturalism and all that, and I think the Bible can contribute to some of that, turning the other cheek and get along with everybody. The thing is, when you start talking this black stuff, it's all about being accepted. Black folks with the state of mindset that we're in right now, we just want to be accepted. When Dr. Claude said that as well, when we had their time in the 60s, when they said we was wearing dashikis and everything, what y'all want? We want to be able to go to your restaurants, your stores, and your hotels, not for independence and learning how to fish. We just want to be.
Oh no, black people did fish on their own. They did well for almost a century back in the mid 1800s up to the mid 20th century. But you must understand the psychological damage, which the system is not going to correct. You have to correct that as a man and woman. It's going to be your responsibility moving forward to correct your mental illness. Don't expect any system to put bills, legislation, etc., to fix your mental shortcomings, how you view of yourselves. Because doing so, you're not going to be able to let them suck the blood out of you. So it's imperative that you must act and move and conduct like you have no sense. That the non-black man is God in your image. That's how they continue control. And it don't take much of rocket science to know that. And I'm not saying or really labeling or giving out that black people are stupid by nature, but being in this country, being around people long enough, we should have a clear understanding rate. Is that most black people don't got the courage and stop being sissies to stand and fight for what's theirs. And I don't see it happen anytime soon. So let's continue this. This video is almost done. Fair use, fair use.
Accepted.
Absolutely. Black people want participation. Every other racial group wants power. Chinese want power. East Indians want power. Latinos want power. Jews want power. Arabs want power. Black people want participation. We're the only group that is not interested in the accumulation of power, and that's why we're losing.
We have just a few moments left. Dr. Johnson, I want to give you another opportunity to reach out to the folks to make donations. It's on the screen so folks can see it, but those who are listening by radio can't hear it. So if you want to kick out that information quickly.
Absolutely.
Ain't nobody want to hear that. You've been collecting donations for the last 9 years. August the 20th will mark now since starting this campaign, and he did start this campaign in this month. This is now 9 years now since he started the campaign for the money to start buying the building and starting to facilitate and create what we call the FDMG Academy. And personally, I don't think the school's going to happen anytime soon. And much as I want to give him grace, I can't give him no grace, no further. And the reason why I cannot, because Dr. Umar Johnson is not serious. Not serious at all. And when I mean not serious, he's not doing what's necessary to really get the actual school up and running. Wait. Hold on a second, guys. I got somebody calling me. Yo, what is this? I'm streaming right now. Yeah, I'm streaming right now. Hey, matter of fact, I'll let you bring it up. Sankovi there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm live right now here on the stream. My question: do you see the pictures of Dr. Umar Johnson with Sukiana?
Sukiana, oh, someone's gonna eat ass and get a coochie scratch.
Yeah, and mind you, I'm on the air, so watch your tongue.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm actually on the road right now. I'm in Austin right now.
I know you're Austin, but have you seen it? Have you seen that picture?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh wow, you gotta look at it, bro. You gotta look at it.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you gotta look at it, man. You gotta look at it. Real talk, man. Yeah, you know, Dr. Umar Johnson was talking about the space, the spears, and dudes that travel abroad. He called them passport boys and not passport bros. Surprisingly. Dr. Umar Johnson, he said it on the video right now I just played. I don't know if I can forward you. I probably might forward you when the stream is done, the actual video.
Yeah, please forward that to me because I'm just like, Dr. Umar Johnson, he's excusing bad behavior. You know what I'm saying? And he's, like I said, he's simping. It's like he's checking black women, but he's also defending them too. Like, what sense does that make?
Is that really what's called condemning black women? I be honest with you, I've watched and listened to Omar's progression for over now 13 years. I didn't really come around listen to stuff on what you call YouTube around that time, 2010. I came across knowing him from Dawa Yusrel, rest in peace, Dawa Yusrel, right? Yeah. I'm not really seeing him really give really harsh criticism to black women, like literally.
No, the only thing he talk about is like, oh, black women, they choose wrong because they're looking for the swag factor. That's the only thing he got to on them about dating the wrong men. Mm-hmm. But I guess he was losing female followers. So when he went on that cruise show, that's when he tried to basically try to rebuild his female following, you know, because he was talking about dating the men for them to choose from because of the men in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Because the men that black men are taking care of their neighborhood. Like, wait a minute, you know, and then you talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I understand, like, we probably should have, like, youth programs and stuff like that, but we can't save the world. But see, a lot of these women, they just really just push the man out.
Before you continue, Femi, from your comment, how he's going to talk to her. Y'all think anything is a simp? No, because Omar Johnson doesn't talk to ladies. He talks them. He gives that nice little big papa swag, and eventually, it always might end up where he might get the possibility of getting the royal cookies.
Yeah.
So,
And, like whoever said, was it a male?
No, that's Femi. That's one of my a content creator, a female, a friend.
Okay, yeah, man. Cause look, women don't respect simps. Okay, so I don't know why they try to condemn us for talking about simps.
Yeah, they don't respect. They'll respect no simp. No, they don't respect simp.
Yeah, I was a simp before they work out. So listen.
Matter of fact, I think did it almost destroy you, bro? Being a simp, didn't it almost destroy you?
So what?
Did it almost destroy you being a simp? Didn't it almost destroy you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man.
She said, "All y'all are simps." God damn, she said, "All of us are simps." God damn, Femi, you're so wicked.
I don't know what's a simp. What's a simp to her like?
Femi, ask the question again, maybe. Femi, what is a simp to you, Femi? If you want, write it down. That'd be good. If you want. Yeah, hear this. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see her. We all simps.
I mean, but like I said
That's
before.
just like most black women don't know the definition of narcissism.
Yeah. The problem with the word narcissist has been used too loosely. I don't give it no more grace, respect, personally.
Yeah, it's just a black woman's buzzword, man.
Yeah.
It's a buzzword when they feel like somebody being manipulated. They'll say he's a narcissist and a manipulator. Like y'all talking about if narcissism is manipulation, then you're talking about the same thing. So why are you gonna say the definition of it and then gonna just give us a definition after you said the word? But that's not really the definition.
I have no idea, man.
That's just like most women don't know what a simp is.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain words nowadays being used too loosely. And I had a conversation with one close friend, and she said that her husband, because she was going to let it, walk out the marriage, but she not been married long. That in her mind, she said that the man's a narcissist. And I'm saying, how the hell you label somebody narcissist? You. This is my thing. A lot of women think, and this is to me now. I'm saying, COVID. I'm talking to you now. If you're a woman and you always come across in the dating scene and you're in a relationship area, all the time you're talking about a man's narcissist, it lets me know that you are a real narcissist. You are the narcissist.
Yeah.
Hello, Positive Vibe. How you doing? The StreamYard links in the chat room. Come up, ladies. Yeah. I would say that you're the narcissist. Because one, we're not psychologists. I married D. Darrell. Me had a conversation about this word narcissist, and he said even to himself that it's been used too loosely. Niggas don't know anything about narcissism. They don't know anything about psychologically, period. There's one that says someone calls somebody something and they roll with it and say that's what it is. They go by definition and they say, no, that's not what it is. I could name some women that if I dated narcissists, bro. Person. But I don't do that. Because the word itself has been used too loosely, in my opinion. Too loosely.
Yeah, like I said, it just goes back to they just hearing the word, they hearing other women say it, and then they basically just running with it. But thinking narcissism is, like I said, manipulation is not. Yeah. It's not what narcissism is.
Yeah.
Narcissism is basically you want to be the center of attention. I would say most women are narcissists because they want. Because, for example, you got to take pictures for validation. You know what I'm saying? You want to be the center of attention. That's narcissism. You know what I'm saying? You want to be the center of attention. You know what I'm saying? You want everything to be your way. That's narcissism.
Okay. Oh, and guys, as you watch the video, as y'all coming in, I see a few people watching, not much. Hit the like button, get me onto the algorithm, please. Let it go run wild on here, please. Anyway, yeah. So that's why anytime I hear anyone moving forward using narcissist, I say, baby, you're the narcissist. And I'm gonna tell them why. Use the word too loosely. People don't know what narcissist is. I don't respect the word narcissism now.
Yeah, it's like I asked one lady. I said, "What's the DSM-5 for narcissism?"
I actually, be honest with you, I have the book with me, but I gotta find it. The diagnosis manual.
Yeah.
So
I guarantee they actually knew what it meant, they would be using it. They'd be like, "Ooh, they talking about me."
but yeah, basically, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
When they got to take pictures all day, get validation, and hopefully I get 3,000 likes. I feel better.
Yeah, that's some weird stuff. Thomas said, "I'm doing this to get outcomes. I want likes. Give me likes.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me likes now."
And then once black women feel like, for most women, not all of them, but most women, they feel like the more guys in their DM validate them, that's like their value. You know, your values are how many men. I mean, your value is if you can keep a man, not how many men want you. It's how many. It's how many men want to marry you, and how many men and can you keep a man? That's where a woman's true value is. It's finding out how many men like you. Because they like you and want to sleep with you, that's not valuable. Because all they're doing is injuring you and then they're leaving you alone. You know, that's why when I'm dating somebody, I want to be a woman that can keep me, not just to have sex with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not valuable if she can keep me. We keep each other, you know. So,
Okay. All right. Is that you, Lena? Lena, is that you?
Yes.
My Haitian wonderful friend from the spirits of voodoo, and we're gonna put spells upon them. We're gonna say, and they're gonna be scared and run.
That's what I said.
How far say yes? Isn't it like the independence already passed, right? I don't think it's yet. I think it's from summertime. I think the summertime is when most islands got all independence. And then no Haiti got independence on the islands around the summertime, around this month. I could be wrong. All right, if you break it up. You break it up, Leah. If you're talking, I can't understand. You might break it. Are you in an area that's distorting the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
It's bad. Jump down.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry. That's fine. I appreciate you calling. Jump down and jump back in. See if it'll correct the order. Can you do that for me? Just jump all the way down. Come on, hear you nice and clear. All right, today. You there, Sankofa?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, Dr. Umar would be mad at me because my lady is Hispanic. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You mean like Latin woman? So you decide to go swirl now, Anna Sankofa? I gotta find that video with Dr. Omar when they're saying that when a dude was sick of dating out, you see Dr. Omar's face and the guy that's put on his ashiki back on. I say, God damn. And I said, every time he thinks of swirling, this no good Negro.
And when I go out public, with my lady, I'm holding her hand, I'm holding her tight, close to me. And you can see the envy today. I took her out to dinner today, we had a good time. And it's just the hate.
Yeah. One question: this Spanish chick you're dating, right? Is she I'd say, is she cooperative? Is she submissive?
Oh yeah, she's very cooperative. She treats.
Is she the same age as you?
Like a man, she's traditional. You know what I'm saying? She's right now. We on our way back to San Antonio. So yeah, she's with me right now.
She's the same age as you?
I told her to her.
She's the same age as you? Same age?
Oh no, she's a little older. Yeah.
A little older. Okay.
Yeah, just a little older, but she's a traditional woman.
Okay.
She don't like the club. She ain't into all that. Wow. She keeps to herself, which is a good thing, because as we age, man, yes, we want to have fun, man, but we don't feel like we gotta. She as a woman, she keeps herself like a woman. She carries herself like a woman. That's what made me really fall. But I don't really, she's fine, kind of biting her body, you know what I'm saying? She keeps that body, you know what I'm saying, to herself. She's conservative.
So she has kids already, right?
Yeah.
They must be adults. The kids must be adults now. If she's older than you.
Well, one of them 17, right?
Okay.
17 to 15, yeah.
Okay. Femi wrote in the comment section, Spanish women are nasty.
Not as nasty as you black women.
Oh goddamn, Shatter. Oh my god.
It's very clean, very clean.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
Because black women ain't clean unless you give them a reason to clean. Like you gotta bring that femininity out of a black woman. No, Spanish women, they keep their houses clean for the most part.
So you're saying the black women?
You gotta bring femininity out of a Spanish woman for her to keep her house clean.
So
most black women do, not all black women. So I'm going to just I ain't gonna say all black women are like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the ones that talk about how nasty people are, those are the main ones that are nasty. So.
One question, Sankofa, and she wrote more in the comments. I'm gonna read her comments in a second. She cleans the house, right? And do you from your last relationship, did the last woman you dealt with, did she keep her house clean?
I did most of the cleaning. Remember, she was living with me, so
okay.
She was an RN, and
okay.
She worked. I did most of the cleaning.
So she lived with you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You sound a little better. Yeah. All right, finish your sentence. I'm saying, I'm gonna let Leah talk, and I'm gonna read this comment section in the chat.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you a little better. Go ahead. What's up? So what's up? What's that? How long you been listening to the stream, Lena? Oh damn, the mic is so awkward. Oh god. All right. As you get the mic set up, let me read this. She said, Femi writes. Wait, Memphis, let me go back, Femi, because I want to make sure it's popped up in the chat room. Okay, I see your comment in the chat room. All right. Femi writes, I'll pull up. Where is it? She said, I live in Texas and all the Spanish women cheat with white men. Well, you just start living in Texas now, Femi. You've not been there for more than 3 or 4 years. You just lived there. Remember, Femi? You say you moved to Texas last year? But I will not deny that the Spanish woman cheats. I'm not going to deny that, Femi. A good portion of women in America are going to be cheating on their spouse. Besides the points from what they said, 26% is men and 24% is women. Now, I'm not sure that goes across racial grounds, but women are right there. And I would say even better in my mind, women cheat more than men now. Because a lot of men, let's be honest, Femi, how many men, Femi, is getting sex like that, Femi? You hear the complaints a lot of men are getting sex. Are you aware of this, Femi? You know this? All right, let me read the next comment. You heard that, Sankofa? She said that the Spanish woman cheats with white men. I mean, that's obvious. Some white men are simps. Next comment. And he took a single mom, like Cynthia G said. Well, Sankofa got kids already. So if he takes a single mother, I mean, it's even. See, my thing with single mothers, if you're a man that got kids, then obviously, if you find a woman, if she has kids, that would make sense. It evens out. You get me? It evens out. A man should not be finding a woman that doesn't have kids to start another family. Because think about it. Every time you, as a man, have kids, that's not a priority he has to obligate. And he has to really fend and take care of that child. So, So let me read.
Regardless,
yeah.
Regardless if a man has kids or not, he's still responsible for those kids. So a woman he's dating is not responsible to take care of those kids. That man's responsible to take care of his own kids. His wife is not responsible to take care of his kids. Now, if they come to visit, she might feed them and stuff like that while he's at work or something like that. That's the extent of it. But as far as like financially take care of another man's kids, that's highly unlikely that man might have to do that.
Yeah.
It's not existent, really.
Oh, you're right. All right, next comment. I work with Spanish women every day, and they leave the, restroom filthy and don't wash their hands. Yeah, because they are partially white. I mean, I should expect them. Not wash their hands. What do you expect, Femi? Next comment.
Yeah, Phoebe, at this point, man, there's a difference between Hispanic and Mexican women. Okay. Yeah, there's a big, that's just like, there's a difference between niggas and black folks.
Yeah.
So
All right.
at this point, Phoebe just trolling.
I mean, I like reading Femi's comments because
She's trying to be offensive, though. She's really trying to be offensive because apparently she's bothered by a black man being with a Mexican woman. So she's actually bothered. So.
Yeah. Is she short? The Mexican deal, she's short too, right? Nice and short.
Yeah.
Like when I mean short, like 5'2" and slightly under, 5'2" and slightly under. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. All right. Laughing out loud. Y'all act like we don't know about other women. Okay. Oh, next comment. Oh, so he did the cleaning. Yeah, for the black woman he was dealing with. He cleaned for her. Usually, and this is my thing with cleaning, bro. Anytime as a man, I come into any woman's environment, it should look as immaculate as possible. I do not expect perfection, but it should look like you keep the place kept. Because when a woman doesn't keep her environment kept, we all know what other scenarios are going to play. Your environment is filthy. That means your health is declining. And that means your kitty is in the gutter. Feel me? So.
Yeah, and it was my apartment, so, you know, like I said, my ex, she stayed with me, but she did cook. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna say she didn't do nothing, but she did cook. But I did clean because even though I worked for 2 companies, you know what I'm saying, I still come home and I would clean because I like it a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, she worked at the nursing home and I did my own security pay. So I guess it balances itself out, but when I do remember going to a warehouse and it smelled like water, like she takes showers. Like I used to get on to her about like she took a shower, she would like, you know how you have like the showers, what's the thing, like shower curtains on the outside?
Yeah.
She would do that, the water would get on the floor. So I told her.
Oh God, you can't do that. You're gonna damage the foundation of the bathroom when you have water running on the floor.
Yeah, so get mold and stuff. So yeah, basically. But yeah, you know, I don't know why most black women they complain about doing things that don't supposed to do. Yeah. I'm not cooking, I'm not cleaning. This and that, like you're supposed to cook and clean. Like how you gonna eat? How you gonna survive and keep your hygiene up? Like that don't make sense. And like I said, most black women are the only ones that we hear say this stuff, especially when they want to try to get in a relationship.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I'm like, cooking and cleaning. I'm like, what the hell? What you mean? Like, you're not living here. You're cooking and cleaning.
So she wants to sit in your house and then just living all glorious up. She's living that city girl life. You know, this pushing back the fake or real hair if they got, you know, the real hair back and sit on that sofa watching nice TV. You know, they watch nice Love and Hip Hop. You know, those little reality TV shows. They sit back and comfortable watching, you know. And, you know.
It's a life of leisure because, you know what? One thing I can say about Mexican women, they were raised traditionally. They cook, they clean, they take care of their husbands, and they work hard. So, you know, to me, they're the most productive. I'm not just saying because I'm with a Mexican woman, but at the same time, they're most productive in society, you know. I'm not saying there's not black women that don't work hard, but the majority, you know, so you have more Mexican women working in society, helping keep this run too. Sometimes they work just as hard as the men, you know, and they still come home, get a man some loving, cook for him, clean up the house, and they go to bed and they still happy. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, one thing about me, you know, how I was raised, you know, I do everything hand to hand. If she can't do it, then I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? She don't feel like it, then I'll do it. I'm definitely gonna get out there and cut the grass or something like that. You know, I don't want to do nothing like that. You know, I'd rather take on the injuries if that, you know, like mowing the grass and doing this and that. You know, on somewhere else.
Okay, I see. All right, let me read more comments. She wrote more. Let's see. So what that means, I do men's hair, and they tell me this. Next comment. If I can't get my coworker to call when I get back to Houston, he'll tell you what he told me about the Spanish woman. Okay. Next comment. Okay, Kevin Samuels said, "Don't date single moms. They that's y'all godfather." Yeah, he was the godfather of a lot of men, black and white men. But I think one thing with single mothers, because they're so demanding that they feel they're entitled because they have one, maybe two babies, that they should get the same luxury, just like a woman that doesn't have kids and is a little bit younger. And that's what Kevin has always harped and preached, which that's the only thing that most men will take heed to the information. Now, regardless if a man has kids and she has kids and he doesn't want them with kids, then yeah, he's going to have to make a life with the woman that has kids, because he's going to have to fend for himself, his kids, and hers. So it still winds up that the man still has to take care of someone else's kids with his own kids. That's how it goes. I'm not bothered. I just love to want a self-hating black man. Okay. So if Spanish women keep the bathroom nasty, what does that say about their kitty? Well, Sankovic said that the woman doesn't keep her environment dirty. She's always cooking clean. So from what Sankovic told me on the phone, Femi, that she makes a conscious effort to not only keep the environment clean, but also keep the man's belly full in many ways. So, but I said this before. What if you're trying to understand the comment that you wrote? I said I came across a woman, a sister, that kept her environment, her household or apartment, etc., in disarray, very filthy, very dirty, pots and pans everywhere, the floor not swept, all boxes, rubbish on the floor. The bathroom, if you go into her bathroom, Jesus Christ, I didn't want to go into the bathroom. And the bedroom, worse. So that's what I'm saying, that if a woman doesn't keep her environment clean, she not keep her kitty clean as well. So yeah. Yeah. So next comment. All right. Next comment. I can't call in because I'm on back to Houston, but I would love to call in. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so I know Spanish women who keep their house nasty. And personally, Femi, any woman could keep their house in disarray. And I said any woman. Any woman. There are some non-black women that don't clean for crap. Hell, some non-black women can't cook, as you know, Femi. Be honest. So I'm not surprised there. Not surprised there. So let me see what else I can get on here. I'm just looking. All right. Oh, matter of fact, let me see if I can get Terrence on here. I doubt I might get him on here, because after 12. All right. Let me do some manipulation. Stand by, people. And as I'm find something, please hit the like button, please. Oh, and I forgot to let y'all know, please become a member of the Chaos Marine Show. As you know, certain videos, certain unknown videos I might create will be on there. So become a member. Let's become a member. Okay. So now I'm looking. All right. He's busy. So I think I have nothing else to say on this matter. I know certain people had issues coming up. I think because of the some people are in different Wi-Fi. I was thinking of doing the show a little earlier. I might change timetables when I'm going to do live streams. I'm still trying to figure out what would be the right time to do so. Um, like I said, I'm going to eventually figure it out. Because that's very important to know when I'm going to really go live. So right now, I'm still deciding how I'm going to deal with the live streams moving forward on this channel. Yeah, because I don't mind doing these streams at this time at nighttime, but it doesn't really serve me in the short term or long term, personally. Now I think about it, so I might shift gears to really do these things at a different time. I'm still trying to figure that out, people. But overall, that's something I had to figure out. But overall, I hope that you're finding this useful. Now, in regards to the good Dr. Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar Johnson loves these hoes or love them hoes and hates black men. He hates black men because black men are not going to be boys no more to this so-called system. And because of this, he actually is losing his grip. And when I mean losing his grip, he's losing it. He's losing his ability to really sucker and draw in black men to continue to operate and function and support this community. And that's a L on his half. I think Dr. Umar Johnson, for him moving forward, his focus right now is to try to get that school up and running for black boys and black girls. Now, I'm be honest with you. A lot of black men are going to do more content on Dr. Umar Johnson, and they're going to go in and give him the work of God. Move forward. I might put my hat in it now, talking about the doctor in a very good, honest way. Until he starts showing proof that he accomplished the one thing and one thing only, getting that school up and running. Everything else about any conversation about what black men does with their fellas or what they're not going to do for the community is irrelevant at this point because you're not really producing anything. You got to be that example. And Dr. Umar Johnson is not that example, ladies. He's not. So I don't care what anybody tell me. I had it with him at this point. So he could continue to talk ill words to try to give some grace to black women, which y'all ladies gonna still give grace anyway. God knows if you give him money to help facilitate his school, which I doubt that's happening. I doubt that. And the reason why I say I doubt that is because let's be honest. Let's be fair. Let's be fair here. Talk is cheap now. It's very much cheap. And right now, I want to see him make this school up and running for the boys. Anything less than that, I don't really give a crap, personally. I look at you just wasting time. To be on social media, to talk about systems that you know the promise, you know the solution. You need to start programming these black boys and girls. Anything less than this is fruitful. It's waste of time. It's frivolous, in my opinion. And last thing I want to be around is Negroes that's wasting too much time, like him, and still want the outcomes. No, that's not how it works, bro. That's not how it works, bro. One last comment that Femi wrote. Did Kevin lead by example? Kevin was an image consultant, Femi. He consulted and improved the image of the very few black men during his time on Udemy and his time on YouTube back in 2015-ish, going on 2016. For the last 3 years, or 3.5 years, since 2016 up to 2020 of May, he was doing shows night in, night out, and did videos to show black men how they can improve their image. Very simple, because image matters. Only thing Dr. Umar Johnson has not really proven is he has not proven, besides his consultations with parents, how to better your son and daughters, which he has done. Because he has a teleconference every Tuesday, last time I checked, and I think he still does this, to help guide mostly single mothers, mostly on the average, to how they could further better educate their children in the so-called dead educational system. That's what Omar did in his end. Now, the greater plight and the greater achievement that Omar wants to really do before he leaves this earth is to have an institution built. That's his only focus moving forward. Anything else in regards to what people are doing or what he's trying to put out as content on his own YouTube channel to keep himself relevant is really irrelevant. He wants to secure his legacy, and only he's going to secure that from out his own mouth. And he did this on my channel. Go back to one of the videos that I upload when there was an interview done between Amiri and I with him, as he wants to secure his legacy, and only he's going to secure that is by having the institution up and running, which is the FDMG Academy for boys and girls. That is it. Now let me see what else. Let's go to my last comment. Well, how come more black men are not wearing suits? Simple. Because niggas don't want to wear suits, Amy. You can't lead a horse to the water. All you do is present that this is fresh water. Drink this. That's it. That is it. Anything besides that, it's up to black men today. All right. I think no one else is coming up. I don't see. All right. So, I think I put enough time in this. So now, and let me see if I got my links for the. I'm gonna put it down in the chat room because it's helpful. Follow me on the few links here. Follow me on Twitter at. Let me copy. Follow me on Twitter at Chaos Reign 7. Right here. Also, follow me on Facebook here. Eric Reign on Facebook. Also, follow me on Rumble. I have not put much content on Rumble, but still, please join the Rumble page. Where is it? Okay. Follow me on Rumble as well. Those are links to follow me and to make sure it came up. Okay, it came up. And what's this? Well, if he's the Godfather and black men could even get a suit. Yeah, you should know that better than anything else, Femi. Most black people today, men and women, they don't like to take instructions. Hell, they don't like to take criticism. And it's proven fact that Kevin worked with black men for years now. Some got it and some didn't. And that's what it is. Just like certain women work with black women. Some got it and some didn't. Our people overall, Femi, and you know firsthand, and I know they're very hard-headed taking criticism, taking instructions, or doing anything different to get the best outcomes. I've known firsthand, I've seen firsthand, so have you. So this black man, if he's not going to be able to accomplish it, neither anybody else will, including the women. And women try better to improve black women and can't accomplish it, no one else will. It is what it is. This is the black community. So those links to follow me there. Oh, and also join Discord service. Should I put Discord? Why not? I'll put Discord. And like I said, if the Discord does not really work, like always, leave a comment at the end of this video, and I will find a link for you and post it there. Link for Discord. Okay, so that is pretty much it. All right, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate you for watching today's stream. And like always, and this one goes out for you, Dr. Umar Johnson. Thank you.
Going to sleep. Fuck God! Some of them going to sleep for good. Some of them going to sleep for good. Some of them going to sleep for good.